Hello everybody, welcome back. I hope you're having a great day today. This video is going to be kind of a long one, but I'm really excited just to break down every item in my fall capsule wardrobe, and it's gonna be a really good one. So get yourself a cup of tea or coffee and let's do this. In total, I have 40 items, and that feels like a really perfect number for me where I live. My cold weather capsules are always a little bit bigger than my warm weather ones because there's a lot more layering going on and I like to stay nice and cozy. All the pieces that are still available I will link in the description box, but I did want to mention that a lot of my wardrobe was purchased secondhand because that's a way that I love to shop. I can save money and be a little bit more sustainable, so yeah, just keep that in mind as you're watching. If you're new to my channel, my name is Val and I make videos all about how to find your personal style, shop a little bit less, and just learn to enjoy the clothes that you already have. So if that sounds interesting to you, I would love for you to subscribe and follow along. So let's go ahead and start with sweaters because that's just the perfect fall item. I like to think that I have a pretty minimal wardrobe, but sweaters is not a category that I'm minimal about because I love to wear them all year round. I probably wear sweaters from fall to spring or late summer, so I like to have a good variety. So for this capsule I have 7 sweaters, and the first one is this knit beige one with a mock neck. I really love that it's a light beige color and the knit is nice and loose, so this is actually a really great sweater to wear fall and spring because it's not super hot. It also has a little bit of a puff sleeve, which I think makes it a little bit more interesting, and I usually wear this just loose and relaxed, and I think it gives a nice different kind of a vibe to my outfits because a lot of my sweaters I do tuck in, but this one is more for the days that I want to wear out, and it's nice to have that option. Next up I have this red striped sweater, and I've had this in my closet for a really long time, actually probably over 5 years. And at first I wore it a lot, but then it started to get a little bit worn and stained, so I kind of downgraded it to my home or lounge wear. But this last year I found myself just reaching for it a lot, and this is kind of a sweater that I wear at home, and I don't mind if it has like a tiny stain on it and nobody can really tell. I love the classic red stripe and that it's a little bit cropped. Next I have this black cashmere crew neck, and this is a really simple sweater that I actually found at Goodwill last year for about $5. So I usually wouldn't wear cashmere at home because I have 4 kids, but since I bought this one for so cheap, I really do enjoy wearing it at home. It kind of gives me a more luxurious feel and I feel more elevated even if I'm just doing like chores around the house. I love that it's a little bit thinner, but it still keeps me really warm without a lot of bulkiness. This next sweatshirt is the newest addition to my closet, and it's a really cozy graphic sweatshirt. The inside of it is super soft. It's like that brushed fleece, and I feel like the print of the sweater really works in all seasons because it has a little bit of that like orange for fall and a little bit of pink for spring, so I love it. So far I've been wearing it with like some blue jeans, and it's really giving me that like 90s vibe where you have a slouchy oversized sweater, jeans, and you're super casual and relaxed, and I love that vibe. So next up I have 2 sweaters that are identical, just in different colors, and this is an alpaca knit from Everlane, and I first had this light gray one, and it's just super cozy and soft. I liked it so much that I wanted to get the charcoal color as well, and I'm just excited to start wearing them as soon as it gets a little bit colder here in Washington. And I love that these sweaters can be worn either like out and a little bit oversized, but also tucked in because again they are a little bit thin, so they don't look super bulky if I tuck them into a pair of high-rise jeans. And I feel like this sweater in particular is really good quality because I've had the gray one for a couple years already and it still looks perfect, so yeah, I would highly recommend this one. And my last sweater is this cashmere mock neck crop. I don't wear this sweater very often because I save it for more fancier occasions, but when I do wear it, I love the unique fit that it has. I love the mock neck and the cropped kind of boxy fit of it. So I can wear it with like a front tuck, or I could wear it out, or I could tuck it all the way in. It feels like really versatile, and I feel like the light cream color is also really nice. So I did just want to mention that my wardrobe is kind of a mix of casual clothes that I wear at home and clothes that I would wear going out, and I do that on purpose because I'm home a lot. I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I want my clothes to still be nice and still kind of reflect my personal style. So I really enjoy like wearing jeans at home, wearing cozy sweaters, and yeah, I like to just try to wear all of my wardrobe instead of just saving it for going out. So next is my jean collection, and I probably don't need all of these, but just like my sweaters, I really love jeans. I love the different fits and styles, so I do have a nice variety in my capsule. So in total I have 7 jeans and pants for this season, and first up are these Levi's. This is the wedgie fit, and I think this is the oldest pair of jeans in my closet, and I really do love Levi's. They're like a classic brand, and this one in particular has that nice high rise. I like the medium blue, and I like the raw cropped hem. I think it gives a little bit of edginess whenever I wear them. Next I have this black cheeky jean in a washed black, and these fit pretty similar to the Levi's, but I feel like their rise is a little bit higher and they kind of hug my waist a little bit better, so I really do love this washed black color. I find that I don't like to wear really dark colors. It kind of drains me a little bit, so this washed black is perfect, and these also have that cropped hem that I love. I also have this light wash straight jean from Old Navy. I bought these originally just to wear around the house because I wanted a pair of nice high-rise jeans that had a little bit of stretch that I wouldn't mind wearing at home, but they've actually become a jean that I really love to wear at home and going out. I like the really light wash. It feels like really classic, and these fit me a little bit more baggy than my other jeans, which I like that too whenever I want to have like a different vibe for my outfits. So even though I don't wear skinny jeans that much, I do really like this black everlane jean that I have. This is technically a cigarette fit, so it's not really a skinny jean, but I do love to have that like slim leg sometimes to balance out like really giant oversized sweaters. I think it's a really great pant to have. And it's kind of one of my more dressy jeans, so if I need to dress up for some reason, I can just put these on. They have a little bit of stretch, so they're still pretty comfortable. And my last pair of jeans are these Everlane 90s jeans, which I bought recently. I really love the fit of these. I love that they really cinch me really nicely at my waist, and then they have a more kind of relaxed, slouchy look, and that really gives me those 90s vibes that I'm really enjoying. Then I do also have this pair of wide leg chino pants, and I haven't worn them a whole lot, but I'm excited to give them a wear this fall season. I really do love this green color, and I think it just adds a little bit of something different to my style. And I did just want to add this pair of joggers to my capsule because I do actually wear these at home and for like going out to the grocery store, so I wanted just to include them to show you guys that I do have a more casual vibe in my closet as well. And I do actually have like more casual clothes that I'm not including, things like basic shirts that I wear under sweaters, and of course a couple of leggings, but those I usually don't wear out of the house, so I'm not gonna include them in this capsule because I just wanted to show you guys the items that I wear on a regular basis when people see me. And before we go on to the next category, I just want to mention that it did take me many years to build up this jean and sweater collection, so if you're discouraged with your wardrobe or if you're inspired to start rebuilding it, I would recommend just take your time and slowly add a couple pieces per season, and before you know it, you'll have a really great wardrobe. So let's talk about my t-shirts next. I think that t-shirts are the perfect basic item to have in your capsule because they're really just like a building block to many different outfits. And I usually don't like to say like this is something that you need to have because I don't know your life, I don't know your personal style, but lately I really do think that a t-shirt that is white especially is pretty essential to have in everybody's wardrobe. So first up I have this white crew neck t-shirt, and it's pretty basic, but I like to just wear them tucked into a high-rise pant, and I like to wear them either on their own through all the seasons, but in the fall I especially like to wear them under like a cardigan or a jacket. I think it's a really nice look. Then I also have this ribbed white t-shirt, which is just a little bit different than the other one. It's a little bit more slim to my body, and I think the ribbing just gives it a little bit of a more maybe elevated look, and that longer sleeve that it has. And this shirt I also wear as a base layer because it's nice and slim to the body, so I can wear it under a sweater for layering when it gets really cold. Next I have this striped t-shirt, and this one I've had in my closet for over 5 years, so it's getting a little bit worn out, but I do still reach for it, so I'm including it here. And again, I like to wear this under cardigans or under a jacket. I really like to have that classic stripe. And lastly, I have this black graphic t-shirt, and this one used to be my husband's and he was decluttering it, so I decided to grab it because I really do like the edgy vibe that it gives my wardrobe. And as you can see, I have a pretty neutral color palette for my t-shirts, but I like to have variety, so I have white, stripe, and black, and these can really go with any of those top layers, and they're really easy to style. And since I usually tuck my t-shirts in, I do like them to be a little bit oversized so I can get that like blousey look that I like to have, and so that I'm not like self-conscious about my shirt really clinging to my stomach. The next category is long sleeve tops, which again are perfect for fall because for layering, for keeping cozy and warm, and I have a lot of them because I do love to stay warm in the fall and winter. I tend to get really cold easily, so yeah, long sleeve shirts are important for me. So altogether I have 7 of these, and the first one is this red striped boat neck t-shirt, and this is like a little bit thicker. It's made from a thicker cotton, and I think this gives like that classic French look, which I like to add a little bit to my wardrobe. I usually just wear this tucked in on its own, or sometimes if it's colder, I'll throw on some kind of a jacket or cardigan. Next, I have this black Henley, and this shirt is also a little bit older in my wardrobe. I actually bought it right after I had my last baby, and I used it mostly for nursing, and then I kind of put it away because I thought I didn't need it anymore, but then I started wearing it more and more, and it's still in really good condition, so I decided just to add it to my capsule this season. And again, I just like to wear it as a base layer, and I can throw on a jacket or a cardigan on top, and yeah, I like how it looks. So I do really love a good turtleneck, and actually what I prefer is a mock neck because I don't like when turtlenecks are too bulky around the neck. It kind of feels like I'm getting choked. So first up I have this white mock neck, and this one is a little bit of a creamy white color, and it's a little bit thicker, made from cotton, and yeah, I just love to wear it tucked into some high-rise pants. Makes me feel cozy instantly. Next up I have this gray ribbed turtleneck, but I like to wear it with the neck kind of slouched down instead of folded over. I think it gives like a nice new twist on wearing a turtleneck. And this one I actually really love because the ribbing kind of clings to my body and makes me really warm and cozy in the fall because again, I get cold really easily, so this is a great one to have. The next 2 mock necks are a little bit on the thinner side. They're still made from cotton, but yeah, they're almost like a tissue turtleneck, and I like to wear these again, same, layered, under jackets, under cardigans. I like this green color because it just gives a little bit of a different vibe, a little bit of a different feel to my wardrobe, and I think it's a perfect color for fall. And this might seem like a lot of turtlenecks, but over the years I've just really learned how to be warm without looking like a marshmallow, and for me, again, I just love to have like that thin base layer. My neck is cozy, and I can even wear it like under a crew neck sweater just to have the mock neck peek out. I think that's a really nice classic look, and it keeps me nice and warm. And my last shirt is this white button down, and this one I wear a lot just as a like cardigan without buttoning it up, so I really like the more relaxed vibe that it gives me. But this fall season I'll probably experiment with it and wear it more as a blouse, like buttoned up, tucked in, and I'll kind of see how I feel about that. Next I have 3 cardigans, and I really prefer to have like a really long cardigan that's more like a housecoat or a robe because it just keeps me really warm. You guys can see a theme here. The theme is I just want to be warm. But my first one is this beige mohair cardigan, and this one has a really beautiful small knit, and it's like really fuzzy and warm, and it feels like a really classic cardigan that I can have in my wardrobe for many years, no matter what style it is. Next I have this gray one, and this one lately I've been wearing more just at home and not really wearing it as much for going out, but I'm including it here of course because I do find myself reaching for it in those like early mornings when I first wake up. And again, I kind of use it like a robe, but it feels a little bit more presentable to wear because I don't want to just wear a robe. And my last cardigan is this really beautiful 100% wool one. I got this second hand, and yeah, I really love the rib detail. I love the more oatmeal color, and it's just a really great look. It feels like really stylish and elevated as soon as I put it on, and again, I like to wear it over different base layers. I think it looks really great. So when I do go out and leave my house, I love to wear kind of short coat or jackets, and I have 3 for this fall season. This first one is a nice green color, and it has that like classic short coat look, and I like that it's a little bit more minimal without like bulky buttons on the pockets or anything like that. My favorite way to wear this jacket is with a pair of black jeans or my light wash jeans because I don't like to wear too much colors together, so yeah, I like to have it more of like a muted neutral tone. Next, I have this blazer jacket that I haven't even worn yet because I bought it last spring secondhand, and then summer happened, so I'm really excited to wear it. It feels like a more relaxed version of a blazer because I have a pretty casual life, pretty casual style, so this just gives me like a little bit of an elevated vibe, and I can pair it with my jeans for a more casual look, or I can pair it with like black pants for a more dressed up look. Last up, I have this jacket that I just bought last week, and this one was really giving me all those like fall vibes. I love that it's plaid, it has that Sherpa lining inside, and really nice fall colors. And yeah, I already wore this a couple times going out for a walk or outside in my yard, and just giving me those classic fall vibes. And what I love about these jackets is that they give my more like minimal wardrobe kind of a menswear edge, and sometimes I really like to lean into that, especially for the fall and winter, and they're just really perfect for those more like rugged activities that you find yourself doing in those seasons. So for my coats, I don't have a lot in this category. I'm actually pretty minimal. I have a total of 3 for this season. And the first one is this anorak jacket. I kind of use this for when it's raining outside for a quick walk or to pick up my kids or to the store, and I really like the more oversized fit that it has, and this like oatmeal beigey color. I think it looks like a really nice classic neutral for the fall. And then I recently added this burgundy kind of teddy bear coat, and this one feels really nice because it has that like fall color that I'm leaning into this season, and this one is really cozy and warm. As soon as I put it on, it just feels really great. And lastly, I have this wool coat that I recently added to my wardrobe as well. It was a birthday gift to me, and this one is just super beautiful. It's in that classic camel color, and I can just see myself wearing this for many years to come. And with this coat, I was really wanting to have a more oversized, like relaxed look, so instead of it feeling really fancy and sophisticated, so I did go for a little bit of a bigger size, and I really love how it turned out. And even though I only have 3 coats, I feel like since they're all so different, they're really perfect for any occasion that I might find myself needing a coat for this season. So let's talk about shoes next. This is also a category that I'm pretty minimal about. I have a total of 4 shoes, and the first one are these chunky black booties. I really love the tall shaft that they have and the more lug sole. I feel like it's a nice kind of trendier shoe to have, but it still feels a little bit more subdued. It's not like super chunky. Next, I have just a classic pair of brown Chelsea boots, and these I think are really beautiful, and they kind of give me that menswear vibe that I like to lean into this season. And this one also has a little bit of a higher shaft, and I do prefer to have my ankle boots like that because I like to wear a more cropped pant, and since I'm petite also, cropped pants work really well for me, but I don't want to be cold, so I like when the boot kind of meets the pant and there's not a lot of draft going on. I also have this pair of mules that I think are really beautiful. These are in a nubuck leather, and I think these go really well with many different outfits in my wardrobe. They can be dressed up, they can be dressed down, And the mule is perfect for fall too, because when it's still kind of warm, I can wear them instead of boots, and they're like a really great transitional shoe. And lastly, I have these pair of suede ankle boots with a pointed toe, and these I've had in my closet for a while now, about 5 years, and the low ankle boot is starting to feel a little bit maybe out of style, but you know, I still really love these and I'm gonna keep wearing them. And this one in particular feels really great for any kind of a fancier occasion that I would want to dress up for. I am still on the lookout for a good pair of sneakers to add to my capsule, and I'm just not really sure what I want yet. I am kind of considering maybe a Converse or some kind of a running shoe, just to give like a little bit of a sporty vibe to my closet, because I do think it's missing a little bit. So yeah, this is not super complete yet, but I'm not in a rush, and if I end up not buying anything this season, then it'll just be on my wish list for the next one. And I did just want to mention my purse collection, because I'm not counting this towards my capsule either, but I do have 4 purses and I love each one of them, and they're all kind of different, but I think they just perfectly complete this capsule. So first up, I have a leather tote that's brown, and this one's really great to like put my laptop in if I'm heading to a coffee shop, or just shove a bunch of stuff in there if I'm with my kids. I love that it's like a classic brown, and it also has a shoulder strap, so it gives me lots of different options. Next, I have this backpack, and I really love the minimal look of this and the fact that it's kind of more smaller in size. So I use this whenever I'm with my kids and I need to shove like some snacks or a change of clothes in there, and yeah, it kind of makes me feel still very stylish. And then I have 2 small crossbody purses. The first one is black, and I really love this kind of a half moon style that it is, because it feels kind of more unique and different than like a classic purse. And then I also have this brown circle bag, and this one just also feels a little bit different and unique because it's not like a classic shape that you usually see. So I do love to have a crossbody purse because, again, I'm a mom and I need my hands. So these purses are really perfect because my hands are free and can just grab them and go. And you can see that they're all in neutral colors, which again, I just find makes it really easy to style them with any outfit that I'm wearing, and it kind of covers all the bases. So do keep in mind that it took me over 5 years to build this wardrobe, so it does take time and patience, but it's totally possible if you want that for yourself. And I did learn a lot of lessons over the years as I was finding my style, so if you want a little bit of guidance, if you want to find your own personal style and build a good wardrobe, then I really recommend that you watch this playlist next. I put together a really simple step-by-step process that will kind of guide you along and help you do just that. Good luck, you can totally do this.